K, and you are watching It's Just K1. Guess what today is? Well, tomorrow. I'm filming this ahead of time, y'all. I'm gonna keep real to 100 with you. December 5th is my YouTube anniversary of 1 year. It's Just K1, and it's 1 year of my life on YouTube. Thank you. You all are appreciated. Hey, y'all. It's just K1. I am back. Like I said previously, it is my 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube and doing vlogs and videos. We gonna blow this out before this go down in. This is the second candle I lit. The first one went down in the damn pie. And, you know, I chose pie instead of cake because everybody want a piece of the pie. And but this is gonna go down in the past, so this is the second candle I had to light. So we're gonna say happy birthday to It's Just K1. 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 Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, K-Towners. Thank you, all my subscribers. Anyone that left a message, a like, people I'm gonna do shout outs to. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Let's blow her out. Happy birthday, It's Just K1. Let's go, y'all. Happy birthday. Hey, y'all, I am K, and you are watching It's Just K1. Of course, I already started eating the damn pie. Y'all know I don't play. Y'all know I don't play about food. My fat self, I don't play. Hey, y'all. Let me get this down. Hope you are doing well. I'm gonna leave this alone for a minute. Y'all see I smoked it already. I am Kay. Welcome. All my newbies, come on in. All my returning people, you know the deal. Welcome to my crazy. Today's it is my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube, for starting a vlog, for getting out there, for not being a punk and being scared. And we got a lot to talk about. It's my 1 year anniversary on It's Just K1, y'all. Stay for the crazy. I also want to do a little shout out. I recently found this coffee at Target, y'all. It's Target brand by Good and Gather. I like that, Good and Gather. It's salted caramel, and y'all, it's so much the bomb. It's so good. It is so good. Check it out at Target. It's by Good and Gather, and it's the salted caramel. I took a chance on it because normally I don't even drink salted caramel coffee, but I took a chance on this, and this is my third box, like in the last 3 weeks. I'll be tearing it up. And I got it right here in my new little cake cup that I got from Target also. I don't want to spill it, y'all. I'm at my computer desk. I don't want no issues. There you go, right there. That's my cake cup. I'm gonna take a little sip. Let's move this over here out the way, y'all. Y'all know. You know you gotta make that noise. And you know you gotta be like this. Get into it. Let's get into it. How's everyone's weekend going? I'm so excited, y'all. So excited. This is my 1 year anniversary of YouTube. I'm so excited. So many things have happened and all that, and I've communicated with some great people and everything. So let's back it up to the beginning. I got my notes, y'all. It's all on one piece of paper. I wrote them down. You know, I'm with the notes. I'm with it. I could take this off because y'all know I don't need this. I can see. Anyway, it is my 1 year anniversary of It's Just K1, y'all. 1 year. I've been on here a year, y'all. It seemed like a long time, but I've been on here a year. How did it start? How it started was during the pandemic, like everybody else. I sat up and watched multiple vlogs from multiple people. Some really stood out and grabbed my attention, and some were just like, womp. There's so many vlogs other than fashion and designer this and designer that and living the good life or whatever floats your boats. There's vlogs about carpentry on here, plants, we found out, cooking, partying, travel, decor, so many. It's vlogs about everything on here. How to fix a vacuum cleaner, who has the best air vents, air ducts, how to buy a house, how to handle a foreclosure, your finances, religious vlogs, things about family and children, being single, divorced, all that, counseling. YouTube is a gold mine of information. So there's some things on here I like and some things I don't really care for. But I could say there's not things on here that I just like cringe, I don't want to see. Well, some of the things where they eat all the food at one time, sometimes they look nasty because they're just stuffing their mouth. And they're trying to talk. And that's not for me. Anyway, to each his own. But anyway, I originally tried to start my channel in 2021, but I kind of punked out. And at that time, and you can see the vlog on my channel, y'all. That vlog is called Vlog 2021. What had happened was, it was made in January of 2021. And I started that vlog, and I only did that one vlog, and I didn't do nothing else the rest of the year because I got scared, and I just was like, whatever. Then I just continued to watch the people I like on here, and that was it. So, but my first real video of that was in January 21. I started my real channel in December, on December 5th, 2021. Excuse me, y'all. So that first vlog, which I think was a half disaster, y'all can look it up on here. Look it up. Give it some views. That vlog was called Home Decor, Welcome to the Holidays. And basically, that was my first vlog for my channel, so to speak. That other one, the 2021, what had happened was me dipping my toe in, but not all the way. That was a vlog mainly about fixing a roast and doing some home decor when I did my photo wall, which I've shown you all before, and just getting out there, because I did a lot of research on vlogging and being on a channel and creating a channel and all that stuff. And the number one thing what people said was just do it. Just do it. Put out there what you have. Don't be afraid. Just put out there what you have. Then build off it and make it better. So you see what I'm saying? So I know that first vlog was probably a damn disaster. Like I said, it was about cooking a roast. So that part was good, but like not halfway through, but maybe a little bit over halfway through, my phone like locked up, and I didn't know until after with the recording. And with that video, I just uploaded it and I just put some stuff on it. And then after I posted it, then I seen that it was locked up, jacked up. So I just rolled with it. I left it on there. It didn't get that many views. I think it got 20-some views. It's all right. But it's a learning experience. So you take it and you build, right? Okay. So the reason I wanted to start my channel is because I am a person of a particular age, like Wendy Williams says. I am 56. I know I don't look like it. I know I probably don't act like it. But anyway, I have interest in home decor. I know you know that. And I talk about it all the time. Home decor, art, DIY. That's my jam. The home decor thing been a dream of mine since, probably in grammar school, 7th or 8th grade. Probably before that, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th grade. But that's my thing. So I'm very into art. I'm very into decorating a house, interior design. That's my jam. That's what I'm into. So my channel is basically home decor, lifestyle, what's happening outside, what's happening when my life was going on to a certain degree, and cooking. So as you saw on my channel, I do cook, and we make drinks, we make cocktails, we make recipes. Sometimes they fall apart and they become a disaster and a blooper, and sometimes they look good. But that's what it's about. So it's cooking, decor, and what did I say, y'all? It's home decor, cooking, and lifestyle. That's what my channel is about. And I'm Kay, and the name of my channel is just K1. So now you all know that's how it originated, how it started. So as I go on, I went on for the whole year. So that was my introduction. So what have I learned from YouTube, y'all? What have I learned? I have learned from YouTube that you basically have to do the work. So what that means is the tools are all there for you, but you have to take the time and give it to it and study it and plan it and go over it and do by trial and error. Some of the stuff you do maybe look janky, and then you have to come back and try to do it better the next time. So there's a lot of information out there for you on YouTube and other sources outside, but it's for you to step up, get into it, get it going, whatever, and take a chance, because that's what I did. A lot of things I've learned off YouTube, and the first thing that I did, not the first thing, but after I made my crazy first video, I took a online free seminar with Think Media and Sean Cannell. I don't know if that's the right one, but Think Media has tons of great videos on here, y'all. Tons. And I took a free seminar, and I think it was over a period of a week, or was it 2 weeks? I'm not sure. It had different parts. So what it was, his organization, Think Media, which has a lot of other what do you call them, vloggers on that channel, and people that work there that do vlogs and videos too. Sean Cannell is like the main person that you see all the time, but they have other people on there too. So over the 2 weeks, we had assignments, and the class, I mean, he did a whole bunch of lives, and also the whole thing was how to get your first 1K subscribers. Okay, so every day was a different, every Tuesday or Thursday was a different assignment. Yeah, it was a different assignment. It was a different assignment for you to do. So we covered end screens, intro screens, we covered memes, we covered vlog ideas, we covered getting views fast. We went over what works and what doesn't work, how to get your audience's attention, what may be of interest to you may not be of interest to other people, what makes your channel stand out as your personality. Don't fake it till you make it, because people can tell when you're being genuine and real. Everybody knows what fake and phony is. Everybody. So it was a lot of information, and I took a lot of notes. I don't know what the hell a notebook is, but I took a lot of notes, and I tried to do, I think out of the 10 projects or the 10 assignments we did, I think I did 8 of them. I think I missed 2 days because it was on I know it was on a Tuesday, and then sometimes on, I think Thursday or Friday, he would revamp it and go back and answer questions and stuff. And then we had the lives. So it was very interesting. And I like that as an introduction into YouTube, because otherwise I was just watching a trillion videos, and a lot of stuff becomes repetitive, and you keep hearing the same thing, and sometimes you zone out. And you know, I zone out fast. Y'all do know that. That's the thing about, I zone out fast. But the experience was very good and enriching, and I may go back to my notes and pull that stuff out. So Sean Cannell and Think Media, that's my first shout out, because that's the first live seminar I did on it, and it was free, y'all. It was free. They didn't charge no crazy amount of money trying to get rich quick schemes. They wasn't trying to blog you down for you do this, and you owe me $500. They wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that. He answered questions. They had live, like I said, and you can also send questions later on to him, you know, after the thing was over with. But it was a great seminar. I would check it out, and they're probably going to do it this year, because it happened mid-December, I think, to the end of last year. Like I said. Anyway, next person, Annie Dubie. That's Annie, ANNIDUBIE. She's a great source on YouTube, and she help you build your channel, also how your channel can stand out in your description box. But she has tons of vlogs and videos on here. Check her out, Annie Dubie. Next, we have Navigating YouTube. This is a person. It's a lady with dark hair. It's Navigating YT. And so she talks about tons of info on how to create, how to do a vlog, small YouTuber tips and tricks, channel traffic. She has a ton of videos on here also. Then next we have Erin on demand. That's ERIN on demand. She talked about the monetization. Am I saying it right, y'all? How to get your money process. monetization. I don't know, y'all. I'm having this pie. I don't know. Look, how to get your coins. And then I had, wait a minute, y'all. I got some more people. Justin Brown. Justin Brown is on here also with tons of videos. He's very good too. He showed me things about editing, and editing easy to comprehend. Because, you know, I come from a world of accounting, and I dabble a little bit in technology. I mean, about this much. So I don't know the terms and a lot of things they use on YouTube when they're saying do this, do that. I'm just like, huh? So I like things that are simple. Like if you tell me do this 1, 2, 3, and it's 3 different directions, 3 different steps, I could do it. But as soon as you add in like 1.2, 1.3, and then you're talking about 2, 3, and then you try to come back at, don't get complicated. Don't get complicated, because I'm gonna fall off. My attention spans, you know. So Justin Brown is good. Like I said, he talked about editing, easy to edit camera apps. He talked about how to record with an Android, and he talked about Canva editing. Okay, then we had Sean Kitchen. Sean Kitchen shows you about editing. Great vlogs. Then we have somebody called the Teacher's Tech. He did simple editing for beginners. Now, Teacher's Tech, I think, is a real teacher on here, and he does also videos and vlogs for Excel and different other applications. So check him out, Teacher's Tech. He was good. Then I had Dan Courier. He talked about Canva editing. How to add and how to do an add and subscribe button. Now, these people have tons of more videos. I'm just pulling out some of the things I used. Then we had Aja Nari. Now, you know, Aja is a regular vlogger on here, influencer, but she also had a vlog when she first started about talking about editing how to do your intro and your end screen and equipment. So I love Aja because she's gonna come up again in another list. So Aja. Then we had Brianna Stone. She talked about editing. She talked about how to make money for beginners, how to get monetized. How did you get your first check? And then we had Kevin Stratvert, and he talked about OpenShot tutorial and the best free editing software. Okay. So those are some of the people that I regularly follow for information on how to, and I come back to those videos, and sometimes you'll see new comments added that will help somebody else, will help you. If you ask a question, maybe that'll help somebody else. So these people are very informative. So I appreciate that. And that's what I learned off of YouTube. Also, I learned that, like I said, you have to do the work. So you can't get mad at anybody but yourself. I work a full-time job. So like I said, I post once a week. That's all I can afford to post. I don't think I'll never be able to do Vlogmas unless I'm not working. Knock on wood. I need a job, and I have a job, and I appreciate it. Whatever, I'm very grateful for that job. And I'm not monetized, so I can't just quit and do YouTube. I'm not at that state. So I tend to post weekly, and I do a weekly vlog. I do like projects, DIYs, decor, cooking, when I'm out and about, lifestyle vlogs and videos, and I post them once a week. So I normally record probably on Friday or Saturday. If I've been somewhere during the week, I get that footage and I record, and then I edit a lot on Sundays. I edit and then I get it ready for upload on Sunday, and then a lot of times I'll post on Sunday night at 12 a.m. or I will post Monday morning. So that's like kind of my schedule, and I post 1 vlog a week. Okay, so we've done how did I get started, why did I start, and number 2, what did I learn? Number 3, the pros and cons. Please hold for the pros and cons, baby. Hey, y'all newbies, come on in, returning people, you know the deal. Come on in, y'all here for the crazy. We are up to pros and cons of being on YouTube and using YouTube as a platform. Okay, my pros are, I was really surprised that I had reached out to maybe 4 to 5 people when I first got on here, right? People that are, because when I first got on here, like I said, I had watched a ton of videos during the COVID, when COVID was happening. And I kind of had formed who I liked, who I was feeling, who I wasn't vibing with, you know, their lifestyle or whatever they were doing. And I had reached out to maybe, I got on my notes 4 or 5 people, but I heard back from 2 or 3. It's cool. So I had mentioned this to my son, and he was like, what make you think they gonna reply back to you? You ain't nobody. They got all these followers and that. But you know what? I said to him, but you know what? They had to start somewhere too. Yeah. They didn't start out with 100,000K. They didn't start out with 100,000K subscribers. They started with 1, just like everybody else. So I'm not mad that they didn't reply back, but like I said, I reached out to 4 or 5 and I heard back from 2 or 3. So I appreciate that. I mean, you have to think, if you're new coming into the game, I mean, I never really watched YouTube before the pandemic. I watched this sometimes, like somebody would say, it's a video on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Because I work. I had kids. But when I had time to actually watch it, I see that I did have a misconception about what vloggers or people do, influencers do, because what I see when you look on the outside, what you see on Instagram and YouTube is I just see people taking pictures and posing with products, advertising products, wigs and makeup and clothes and shoes and stuff like that, and stuff like that, tips and tricks. And I didn't know they got money for it. I didn't know what they was doing. I just thought they was posing with products. I didn't know you could get monetized from YouTube. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know you get monetized from Instagram. Now TikTok, everybody getting monetized. So, like I said, the pros were, I'm surprised some people that I contacted reached back. I understand there are big YouTubers. I understand some people probably have somebody handling their social media accounts. But you big time YouTubers, it's always good when you reach back and respond to the little people, because everybody been in the little people category from time to time again. Not holding nothing against you, but I'm just saying. I try to answer every person that leaves me a message or a comment on my videos. Not there was a lot of them, but I come in and I respond. You got to think. You can't get nowhere without the people. The people is what but you here. People could take it away. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't have nothing against you. There's not really a bad side to me from YouTube. It's just that I don't have time to do more of it. I can only do the one vlog a week. I do like researching the topics. Like I said, you have to do the work. You have to research the topics, run things by trial and error. Some things may flop, some things may not. Sometimes you'll think that the video or the vlog that you posted is the bomb, it's going to get up, how they get out. And then sometimes you do something that's kind of like, and that's the one to take off. It's like rolling the dice. Okay, so, like I said, I'm very grateful for the people that responded back to me. But as I see, you have to do the work. I didn't ever think a vlogger did so much work. I didn't know a vlogger edited their own stuff. I didn't know now they have sponsors. I didn't know anything about that. It's more like you have to learn the business also. It's like a record business. You have to learn the business as well as stand up there dancing and singing with the mic. So you got to learn the business part too. And like I said, and it's good. Like, it's just like anything else. Pay it forward. Reach back, pull somebody up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Because we all want to eat. And it's enough table and plates for everybody. So that's all I'm saying. That's number 3, the pros and the cons. I didn't really have nothing bad, but I was talking about the pros. Okay, number 4, y'all. We up to number 4. Number 4. My equipment. So we're going to run that by. We're going to take a sip. We're going to come right back. All right. Number 4 is equipment. The equipment that I use. Okay. I was using a Galaxy. What phone did I just get through having? I just got through having a Galaxy 10. I just got my Galaxy 22. And when did we get our phones? In November of last year? No. We got them this year. We got our new phones in like mid-year. So now I have the Galaxy 22. Not the Plus. I just got the Galaxy 22. I use that. I use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is like a keyword search engine that you use for when you're setting your vlogs up, when you upload them to YouTube, and you type in your description box keyword search, and then TubeBuddy will jump down and give you suggestions on words to pop in your word search box, and that helps when your vlog, YouTube put your vlog out there and people do searches on your topic or whatever. It gives you more chances of somebody watching it. So it's a helper, and I've had it since I started, I think maybe a month after I started, and I still love it today. It helps a lot. Sometimes when you have no idea what you want to put in the box, because you just put a whole lot of stuff in the box, and then they give you more suggestions to pull in more. And it's like I said, it's a toss when YouTube put your video out there that somebody will want to watch it and subscribe and make comments or whatever. So TubeBuddy, I use a Galaxy 22. I also use Canva. It's an online graphic design tool. With Canva, we make thumbnails. I make the introductions to the videos. Canva has a lot of functions that I'm not using it, and I have a subscription to Canva and TubeBuddy. Canva has a lot of functions that I'm not using yet, but I want to get it. I want to go through everyone and see what it is. I use it for, like I said, for when you look at my video and you look at my page and all those pictures that are up there first, I use it for that. And I use it for intros and outros. But they have other functions on there. I mean, you can do music, you can make a whole video on there. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of functions, and it's good to get that subscription. And I'm sure there are other companies out there like that, but Canva, I like you, so I'm not going nowhere right now. For my music, now one thing about the music, you have to be careful because you don't want to get copyright music. You don't want to get music that YouTube will flag, and then you'll have to take it down. So I had a hard time with this because I was trying to figure out, well, where do we get the music? Where do we get the music? You start asking people, where do you get the music? Where do you get the music? Some people will tell you, some people won't. What difference does it make if you tell people where to one thing I don't like, not just on YouTube, in general, it's just like you go to a store, you buy some shoes or you buy some boots, and somebody see you on the street, right? And they say, where you get those boots from? And you lie, or you say you don't know, or you say it was a gift. They didn't just make one pair. No, they made more than one pair. It's called selling. So when somebody asks you where you get your music from, blah, 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 so where you get this from, what's wrong with telling them? Don't you want everybody to come up? Or it's all about you? I don't mind telling people where I get information and stuff from, because somebody told me, so I pay it forward. It's not, it's the hateration and the, holding on. Give it up. Help somebody else up. Help somebody else out. Don't be crabs in the barrel. So I got my music. I use the music on YouTube Studios. I use that. But also Shaylin, who y'all name, you're going to hear her name later on, told me about a site called Thematic, and that's Theme, Matic, M-A-T-I-C. And they have music on there that you can use. And I think there's also a couple of other ones that people use for, is it called, whatchamacallit, sound, Epidemic Sound, and there's another one. So do your research on here, throw those words into the search engine, and you'll get stuff to come up, and figure it out yourself, and leave messages, leave comments, leave feedback. Sometimes when you leave comments and stuff, not only does the person whose page it is will come on there and say something, and if they don't, other people read the comments and will chime in and say stuff to you or give you information or feedback. That's good also. Yeah, it's a whole community. So I use YouTube Studio Music and Thematic. Only thing with YouTube Studio Music, it's okay, but the Epidemic Sound to me has not the best, but it has some good music. But I didn't want to use Epidemic Sound in the fact that I noticed sometimes on YouTube, there's a trillion people on here with vlogs and channels, and you're hearing the same music over and over and over. So sometimes I like a lot of instrumental things. I don't always like stuff with people singing and stuff. So I try to reach out to another source that's safe for YouTube, and try to find something different. And I'll go through that whole YouTube Studio list. I mean, I'll be on there all night going, click, let me hear it, click, let me hear it. So that's what I use for music. Editor. I was using the Microsoft, like I have a laptop. My laptop is HP. So it's set up with Microsoft products. I was using the Microsoft editor that's built into the computer. I was using that, but then I started having problems with it. Like I was using that all along, and then maybe a month ago, or 2 months ago, no, a month ago, I started having problems with it. It was so slow. It was so slow. So then on there, a thing came up saying they have Champ editor, and Champ is like within Microsoft editor. It's part of a Microsoft product. So I downloaded it, and I've been using it ever since, and I love it. It's faster than that plain Microsoft editor. You can do a lot of things with it. I'm a basic person. Like I said, I don't like too many complicated directions. So for editing tool, like I don't use iMovie or the things that people use to have the Macs and the Apples, because I don't have that. I have an HP, y'all. I'm on a budget. And I want simplicity. So I need something where you say you do this, you get that. You do this, you get that. Not you do this, then 5 things up in here. My attention, y'all know my attention be gone. So I use Champ. It's an editor on there. It works fairly well, but like I said, they have a lot of editing softwares you can pay for subscriptions. There's a lot of free ones. Go to YouTube and type it in and look up and maybe try one out. A lot of them have free trials for like 7 days. You can see how it works. And then if at the end of that 7-day period, you might want to subscribe. So check them out. You have to do your research. Like I said, you have to do what works for you. Don't jump on the bandwagon because everybody's using this or everybody's using that. Do what works for you and your platform and your videos and your pocket. Everybody's pocket is not the same. So then we have, I have a small ring light that hooks on top like a phone or on top of this short tripod, small. and Shaylin turned me on to that. And then I have a ring light, the big one that goes on a taller tripod. I got all this stuff from Amazon. I can link stuff below if you want me to. And the large ring light is with a taller tripod, and that's like a tripod I would take out of town. But when I went out of town, I didn't take any tripods. Then I have a shorter tripod. It had a light built in. I've never used it because I never charged it up. I just bought the one that you can hook on and attach to your phone. I can also hook it on this, and this is sitting on a short tripod on my desk. So that's my equipment. The phone, I use the phone. The only downside with my phone is do I have 128 GBs or 64? The only thing with my phone is, what happens is, if I know like a week, say I'm going out of town or do an event and I'm trying to use that material for my vlogging, I have to go in and take off out of my phone, not off of Google, because you know all my stuff double uploads to Google Photos, and that's safe. I a lot of times would have to go to my phone and delete a lot of crap that I probably have in there, and videos, because pictures and videos and music clog up your phone's memory. So a couple of times I've had to do that. I have to go in, everything gets transferred over anyway automatically. And I've had to delete pictures and photos in my phone so I can record further, you know, because space runs out. So that would be the only downside to me using my phone. I'm still researching the cameras. I'm not ready for that yet. I don't want to come up off of $700 yet for a camera. I can rock with my Galaxy 22. You can rock with your phone, your iPhone, your Galaxy, whatever phone you got, Cricket, whatever phone you got. Do it. The thing is to just go and do it. Okay? Don't feel bad because you don't have a fancy phone or you don't have the most expensive equipment. You can do it. Do it. Because people were on here telling me, and you know, that's why I stopped. I did that one video, y'all. I did that one video in January and I didn't do nothing else. I didn't do nothing else. And then in December, I was like, it's time to not be a punk. Get on in there and do it. Somebody will like it. So that was my equipment. And we are going to come right back with the people I follow and things I have to say about them. Hey, y'all. You're watching It's Just K1. We are back. We are back for my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, which is December 5th, 2022. I started my channel on December 5th, 2021. Yeah. Y'all, you see I had to think about it. Y'all know I'm crazy. Okay, so we are up to number 5. What was number 5? Get my notes, y'all. Y'all know I got my notes. Number 5 was, do you still follow the same influence? You know, I made these questions up myself. You know, I'm good at, and the people of particular age, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all do talk to yourself, because I do have them conversations with myself sometimes. I ain't crazy, but I do. A lot going on up here. But anyway, do you still follow the same influences that you started with? No. When I started watching YouTube and following different people and stuff, I kind of got into the niche of, I was looking at the same people doing the same thing. It's okay, but I want to see variety. So I started to watch travel channels, cooking channels, decor channels. People talking about get your finances right, buying a house, moving. These are different people. These wasn't all the same people, but some of the people I follow were doing that. Budgeting, billing. One thing I don't see some of the YouTubers talk about, and I'm talking about the girls that do fashion and clothes and they say they do lifestyle. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about budgeting and finances. I don't hear people talk about that. I hear very few talk about that. And I'm talking about the little crew. I don't know if it's because of their age. Maybe they think they have forever. I don't know. But I'm 56, okay? So, you know, everybody got a budget. I got a budget. The budget been busted, broke down, shot, whatever. But I just feel that if you're late 20s, early 30s, you should have a budget. Everybody should have a budget. I don't care where you work at, what you do. You should have a budget. And a lot of times when I watch the vlogs and stuff, I just see a lot of spending. But I see a lot of spending. A lot. High end, low end, whatever. Spending period. It's okay to treat yourself because y'all know I bought my first designer purse this year. it's okay to treat yourself, but I don't hear people talk about like, well, you know, I want my credit score to be this, so I'm going to try to do this, or I'm trying to save to buy a home, I'm trying to save to buy a car, or I'm trying to save to help my brother go through college or buy my mom. I don't hear those stories. Maybe I'm watching the wrong people. I don't know, but I'm just saying I don't hear, like, they give you a lot of information about how to get on YouTube, about getting monetized and all this stuff, and taxes. And they don't talk. A lot of them don't talk about taxes either, but they don't talk about budgeting your money, and or even give a mock example how they budget. Now Shay budgets. She's good. That's what. Like I said, it's a category of people that do talk about budgeting. So that is on here. But the little, I call them the hot girls, or the popular girls that I look at sometimes, they're younger than me. I just know, I just see spending, spending, spending. I don't hear nothing about no budget. I don't hear nothing about no saving. I don't hear nothing about no bill. I got bills, y'all. I mean, but there are people on here that they specialize in budgeting, in real estate, in finance, in crypto, whatever you want. But I just don't see it in a certain age group. I don't see that. I don't see a talk of a lot of that. So, what was we supposed to be talking about, y'all? Oh, do I still follow the same people? So that was a thing that turned me off from the big group of people I followed from the beginning. Then I narrowed it down because over time, excuse me, I have something in my eye. Over time, I started to, that, what was it, 18 to 20 people that I used to follow religiously, that number shrunk down to 12 to 14 people. Now, some people I follow for entertainment purposes. Like, I just want to see what they're doing, their life, what they got going on. And then some people I follow that may be close to my age, or like late 40s, early 50s. And maybe they have grown kids, families, whatever. And they're trying to do new things, new business ventures and stuff like that. I follow them because their lifestyle is similar. So I could kind of identify more with them. They may not have the latest purse or the latest car, the Lexus and all this stuff, and buying Louis Vuitton bags, but they're, I guess, trying to provide a future for themselves and their family, approaching retirement, 40s, in the 40-year range, 40 something plus, you know. So they're more, I think, established, or trying to be established, kind of. The ones that are kind of in their 30s and 20s, they're, to me, they haven't got there yet to that point. Like, I'm not married, but a lot of them are not married. They're single. A lot of them don't have kids. So all the money, I guess, is going on them, on themselves. But that's I'm trying to get myself right up in here. Anyway, we are back, y'all. I think we left off at, do you still follow the same influence? So no, like I said, I originally followed, I'm not right up in here. I originally followed about 10 to 20 people. Now I follow about 12 to 14 people. So like I said, it's quality over quantity. I don't care how many damn videos you got. I don't care how many subscribers you got. If it's not connecting to me, and I'm sure this is for each individual opinion, then I'm not saying I don't watch the videos. Now I watch a whole lot of people, but people that I'm down with, that I follow. That went down, that started like 18 to 20 people, and it has went down to 12 to 14 people. So some fell off, whatever. That's not saying I don't still watch those people videos, but my homebred crew of people that I follow religiously, that went down to 12 to 14. So nothing against them. Keep doing what y'all doing. Make your coins, whatever. Everybody has an opinion. That's my opinion about what I do and what I watch. I'm sure you have your own opinion. That's number 5. Okay, and then you all, number 6. What's the shout out? So you know I got shout outs. Y'all know I got the shout outs. So my shout outs are to Think Media and Sean Kennel. Think Media, woo-hoo-hoo. Annie Doobie, Navigating YT, that's a lady. Aaron on Demand, Justin Brown, Sean Kitchen, Dan Courier, Teachers Tech, Aja Marie, Brianna Stone, Kevin Stratvert. I think I'm saying his name right. Okay. So then I have some people that I follow that I'm these are people that I get on here and almost every day I check their pages. They are a part, I don't know if they're part of the 14. Some of them are, some of them not. But these are the people I follow religiously and who I'm always on their channel. I'm on their Instagram. So I go above just watching their YouTube stuff. I go to their Instagram, to their TikTok or whatever. Those people are Sunny Atia. I think I know who this is. Aaron, the Esmeralda Marie. Kayla Kate. Exo Jolanda. Raven Elise. Of course, y'all. All y'all probably got Raven Elise on your list. Maya Lachey. Taja Fujuste. Y'all know I talk about her all the time. Shaylin, I talk about all the time. Big shout out to Shaylin. Sparkle Love and Terra Decor, baby, she can get down. Kayla Cake, I already said All of Destiny. Who cannot love All of Destiny? Who cannot love her? Oh, that's Mo. Shay Budgets, Alicia Williams, Kristen Alexis, Miss, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, just Miss Jermina. Short haircut. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Grow with Joe and Alexis Rebecca. I think I mentioned this before, I call Sunny Atia, Aaron, the Esmeralda, and Kayla Cake 3 the hard way. Those are my 3 ladies. And I really like them, as well as Shaylin, because I'm an older person. So I like to think I'm hip and down and all that stuff. And those 3 ladies, as well as Shaylin, and as well as Taja Fujuste, and Alexis Rebecca, they bring to the table the younger people's point of view. The younger people's point of view. They bring fashion, they bring clothes, they bring lifestyle, they bring travel, they have significant others. So I really cling to, I like watching the younger generation, but like I mentioned before, there's certain things I would like to see from them also. But those ladies right there, I watch them effortlessly. 3 the hard way, Shaylin, Taja Fujuste, Alexis Rebecca, faithfully, All of Destiny, faithfully, I watch it. I mean, I probably can't get to them like every day, all day, because of my crazy schedule, and I have to get up at this time and break it down and all this stuff. But on the weekend, I try to get to them, and they provide me with inspiration to go forward. They provide me with, when you think you can't do it no more, you can still do it. They provide support, not directly, because out of all those people, I speak to Shaylin the most. Shaylin, no, I speak to her the most. Some of the other people I've had a little exchange with, All of Destiny, Alexis Rebecca, but they inspire me the most. Maya Lachey has her own business. A lot of people have their own business. Taja, she has her own business. So they're very inspiring, and they let you know it's okay. The age does not define the success. Now, one thing I don't like, I'm not talking about these people right here, but sometimes on here in the YouTube land, sometimes you all make little digs about the 9-to-5 people. Okay, let me set the record straight, y'all. A 9-to-5er birthed you, and how did you think you came up? If your mother wasn't a 9-to-5er or your parent wasn't a 9-to-5er, everybody that works a 9-to-5er, don't write us off now. Don't write us off. Because some of the YouTubers, they still work full-time jobs and do YouTube. So don't knock a 9-to-5er, because in these times, everybody's doing things virtually and online and all that stuff. 9-to-5ers were the foundation for you all YouTubers and all these virtual and people working online. So tread lightly on the 9-to-5ers, because we old school or whatever. I know it's a different time and everything that's going on. So like I said, I like the younger people. Raven Elise, I love Raven Elise. From the beginning, teenage, came up through the ranks. Now you see she's doing car commercials, sponsorships, built our own house. That's a powerful Black woman right there, y'all. I mean, those are people that inspire, encourage. So, of course, on here, not on my list, but you know, on YouTube, we got the ratchet. And sometimes, yeah, I watch the ratchet people. I don't like the mukbangs or whatever they eating the food and all that. But I like sometimes watching a little ratchet. Everybody got a little ratchet in them, you know. I like watching it. Cooking videos, how to do stuff. Like I found people on TikTok and on here how to do stuff. My photo wall. I'm going to do a new project soon on my other wall of, I know y'all seen these before on Amazon. The wall tiles that have the little points in them like triangles. It's later down the road, y'all. In the, next year, 2023. But I'm getting the vision together now. So me and my guy friend, they hooked up a lot of things in my house. We're going to get it together. But all in all, I love my YouTube experience, y'all. I love it. And it's always so much more to learn. So that's what I like about it. I mean, when I get ready to vlog, you should see me. I'm trying to prep and get all the stuff ready. And then like yesterday, I was trying to get stuff ready for y'all. Hang a picture. Found out the damn photo, the damn frame wasn't big enough for the damn picture. It would have been a super blooper. I had everything set up to start recording. And I was like, this picture bigger than the frame. What the hell? It was a picture I have that I bought over from where I moved from, and I usually hang pictures up. But this is a movie poster size. So I had bought a frame, but I bought the wrong size, and I didn't recognize it till yesterday when I was going to do a vlog about it. So, like I said, that would have been a blooper. Hey, learning experience. So back to Michael's we go soon next weekend. But yeah, I like the YouTube experience and I enjoy it. It gives me something else to look forward to do, and as of today, I think I'm up to, I don't even know my number, y'all. Please hold. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Right now, I have 280 subscribers, y'all. I'm not upset. I love it. 280 people love my crazy, like me. They come to the channel. I think the majority of my subscribers are dudes, but I don't care. Hey, come to the channel. Vibe off of it, leave a comment. I respond to all comments. But like I'm saying, no, I didn't reach 1K in a year. I'm 280 today, but this is the day before my anniversary. My anniversary is tomorrow. But between now and tomorrow, I'm not going to reach 1K. But I'm just glad to be here and that somebody wants to hear something I got to say. I know I'm a talkaholic and long-winded, but I got crazy too. Y'all see I got the crazy going on sometimes with the food, with the decor, with the bloopers, dropping it all over the place. Stuff that you can't fake it. You can't fake it. And you know me, I'm genuine. I can't fake it. And a lot of times I'll tell you all the real deal. I'll keep it 100 with you about the FUPA, about everything that's going on. I keep 100 with you because I just want it to be a real experience. I want you to come to my channel, be entertained, laugh a little, get some knowledge on decor, on lifestyle, things that's going on with me. The house music. Y'all know I love house music all the time. Look at my shirt. All the time. So you're going to see me representing for the house community all the time. I love House Music Fridays, VIP, Club LaFou, Sweets. I'm always representing for my house. I'm going to represent Chicago house, y'all. I'm always represent for my house. Table One. I'm always represent for my house. So, and that's what I'm into too. I'm into house music. And now I'm starting to go to different restaurants and do reviews. We went to a concert the other day. That footage will come later. I'm not going to tell you about it right now. We got Christmas decor coming. Y'all, I've been so, our schedules, me and my son's schedules kind of been up and down, and we having a lot of stuff going on. I've been having a lot of stuff going on at work with events after work and everything. So my sleep schedule, everything is all over the place since daylight saving time. So I'm trying to get it back, getting the train back on the track, locomotion, so I can get back in my zone of decor. But when I'm tired and I haven't got enough sleep, I have to rest. And that's what I always tell you all. Get that rest on. Because if you don't rest physically and mentally, you're not going to be good for nobody. You're not going to be good for yourself, for your job, for your friends, for your family, for extracurricular activities. Get your rest. And sometimes I just come in here and I just lay on that couch or get in the bed and go to sleep. Because you have to rest. You have to rest. Rest your body, rest your mind, and then rejuvenate. But all in all, I've had a good experience on YouTube. I know probably that if I did post twice a week, my numbers would increase, but I'm okay. I don't have pressure right now. I don't have any sponsors. That's okay. When I tell people I have a YouTube channel, they're like, "What you be doing? What you be doing on it? You be twerking? You be doing?" No, no, no. I provide content. I provide lifestyle, home decor, and cooking. That's what I do. So there's many channels out here. I give ups to all these people I talked about today. I follow them. You can follow them. You can follow other people. Start your own channel. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I was like that, y'all. See, I did one vlog last year in January and then do no more to December. And after December came, I was on the road. That's because I kept watching people on here encouraging me, reaching out, doing stuff, telling you could do it. It's all a learning experience. So I'm good at my 280 subscribers. I would like more. I would like to be monetized, but I don't want the pressure on me to where I'm just rushing and throwing vlogs and videos out there that don't, they're just quantity but not quality to me. So I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna bring y'all what I got with all the crazy and the bloopers and everything, but it's a form of entertainment. So I thank you. Let me look at my time. I thank you for sharing this with me. I'm glad that I do have a 1-year anniversary with YouTube. I don't feel bad that I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't feel bad that I'm not monetized. I don't feel bad that I don't have sponsors. I'm K. And the name of my channel is just K1, baby. So nothing else has changed, you know. We're gonna talk about being single. Yes, I'm still single. We're gonna talk about being single. We're gonna talk about people relationships. I mean, I know y'all seen that new thing with the people on Good Morning America having an affair while they was married to people. Ooh, and a new we're gonna have a new portion to the vlog come out 2023, and it's gonna be what's hot and what's not. So this may be fashion, this may be people, this may be when people was acting ignorant, being disrespectful. So they would be on the what's not. They on the what's not. And then what's hot. It may be fashion, it may be a new movie, it may be a gesture someone did. So that's a new segment that's gonna come. I think I'm gonna do that once a month. Out of a month on a Friday. That'll be a vlog called What's Not, What's Hot, What's Not. What's hot, what's not? What did I say, y'all? What did I say? Wait. Yeah, what's hot, what's not? Y'all, so that's coming. That's coming in 2023. We're going to have a segment called What's Hot, What's Not. See? What's hot and what's not. So we gonna blast. So we gonna blast some people, all in fun and love, and we gonna lift some people up. We gonna give praises to some people, whether they be a YouTube vlogger, whether they be people on the news, people out in the street, whatever. We gonna talk about what's hot and what's not. So that's I thought of that, y'all. I thought of that because I be thinking about a lot of things. Y'all know I be thinking. But anyway, 2023. I hope it'll be a great year for us all. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. You got the COVID, you got the flu, you got it. It's just a lot of stuff. The crime, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So y'all just stay prayed up. Pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for everybody. Be careful when you're out here in these streets. Be careful. Have fun, have a good time, but be aware of your surroundings and, you know, look out for one another. Be grateful. Be humble. Give back. Pay it forward. You didn't get that by yourself. Everybody has a village or a team or a tribe. You didn't get that by yourself. So pay it forward. You know? I wish everybody, I hope everybody have happy holidays. This is just, I'm not doing Vlogmas, y'all. But more power to the people that's doing Vlogmas, because it's no way. It's no way. Like I said, I would have to have a lot going on in my life for that to be going on. Not to say I don't have a lot going on, but I don't have a lot to be recording and giving it to y'all. But anyway, happy holidays. Be safe. Have fun. Thank you for my 280 subscribers as of, what time is it? I don't know, 3 o'clock, something, 2 o'clock. Thank you for my 280 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to get into doing some giveaways next year. I think next year I'm trying to make the goal of, somebody said something to me around Thanksgiving, said our next goal is 500. Yeah, let's get it up there. 500 and 1,000. Hey, let's get it on up there. Let's get it on up there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just a regular, ordinary person, y'all, with 2 grown kids, working my 9 to 5, trying to make it out here in these streets, y'all. I have a variety of interests. I feel like I'm doing a day nap. Variety of interests. But y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And come on back in, bring some people, leave a comment below. If you're thinking about doing a YouTube channel and you on the border of the fence, do it. I'm telling you, it's December. I started mine in December. I started mine December 5th. You see, I waited the whole year. I did the one in January. I didn't do nothing else. I was a punk. In December, I let it rip. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Like I told you, my first video is locked up at the end. I didn't stop. I ain't stopped making videos. And as you see with anybody, you'll see the progression. You'll see the progression with some of my vlogs. I mean, it's sometimes you see on my vlogs and stuff, it'll cut off while I'm talking. Y'all know I'm long-winded. I just let the music, I let the music go over it. Sometimes I'm still saying stuff. I let the music go over it. The wig's been twisted and turned around. They've been too shiny. Y'all know. But it's all in fun. I can laugh at myself. I can laugh. So if you can get at that point where you can laugh at yourself, be humble, do that. But like I said, I appreciate all 280 of you and more to come. Please comment, like, and subscribe below. I appreciate you. Shout out to anybody that has a YouTube channel. Anybody that's out here doing it with your own business, creating your own narrative.